Hello and welcome. Today we're going to do something a little bit different, and I want to share with you some of my favorite gift suggestions. So these are non-makeup related items, gifts for yourself or for somebody else. I don't know about you guys, but for me, this is like birthday season. So both my kids have birthdays in May. My mom and my sister are in June, and just like everybody is within like the next 3 months. And we also have the American Mother's Day. So it's like, it's like shopping for Christmas for me at this time of year. So I wanted to share some things that I absolutely love that I think make great gifts. Some of these items here were given to me in PR, but for anything that I received in PR here, I then also made a purchase because it was something that I loved so much. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start off with sun protection hats. So I have two brands that I used, and this one here is Eric Javits. This is, I believe, called the Margot hat, and I picked this one up a few years ago. I've taken it with me on vacation a few times. I have a matching bag for it. It has UPF 50, and it's packable. So you can basically just like kind of fold this up and then roll it and stick it in your suitcase, and then it'll just plump back up. So this hat here, I think it's great. Now, the Eric Javits hats, they don't necessarily all come in like different sizes or anything. So, these work well for some people, but for others, certain hats might be a little bit too big or too small or whatever. Another brand that I absolutely love, and this one was gifted to me from Janessa Leone, but I have since purchased another hat from her specifically for walking the dogs. So that hasn't arrived yet. I actually just made the purchase. And I'll leave the link for that one down below in case anybody's interested in that. But that's a bucket hat. So this one here is called the Gloria hat. And one of the great things about her brand is they come in sizes. So this one here is a size small, but they have like small, medium, large, extra large. And when you order, you can see we have a very padded band here for comfort. But it also comes with some like adjusting pieces as well. So just, really great. Now, when I was looking on her website, I had a really hard time finding the UPF protection, like the specific ratings, but I did reach out and contact them, and I was able to get that for everything. Every hat that I looked at had between UPF 45 and UPF 50. So they're both great sun protection hats. I think these are fantastic. Whether you want to do it as a gift or honestly, I just think everybody needs a sun protection hat. So those are some that I like. So I definitely wanted to share those brands. Now, another product I really like is a brand called Roselay. So I purchased these, it's probably like at least 15 years, maybe longer since I purchased these. I originally bought them from Williams-Sonoma. Williams-Sonoma used to carry Roselay. Now I don't see that brand there any longer. But Williams-Sonoma then kind of made dupes of their products. So these are the locking tongs. So if you point them down, it unlocks them. But if you point them up, it closes them. So it's something I've gotten very used to. They come in 3 sizes, and this is a 12-inch. There's a smaller one, which I believe is 9-inch, and a longer one, which is probably 15 inches. So I have this, and I have the longer ones for grilling, but these are the ones I use the most. So I'm actually in the process of ordering more. They just have so many unique gadgets. So I've been ordering from the Roselay store on Amazon, but absolutely love these. So there was a time Williams-Sonoma had their own version of these. My Williams-Sonoma store does not seem to have these anymore. They're back to the ones with the little pull lever. Now we do have a hook here if you hang your tongs, but again, they are going to be the self-locking mechanism. So overall, this brand is great. The tongs in particular, though, are a favorite of mine. Another must-have for me is actually a Kindle. So I have to replace mine this year or maybe next year. My battery life is starting to get low. This is the one that I got. It's been, I guess, 8 years now because I got it when my youngest was born. So I've gone through several of these. I absolutely love having a Kindle. I still love reading books in the regular format, paper copy and so forth. But this is so much better for me to carry around whenever I have to go to the kids' events. I keep it in my purse all the time. And I used to do a lot of traveling when my husband was in his residency. We would go back and forth to see each other a lot. And I ended up having to switch to a Kindle at that time. It was kind of against my will. I really didn't want to, but I kept bringing like books and books and books with me. I was taking up all of my space in my luggage. So then I'd run out. So it's just so much easier to have a Kindle. So I definitely wouldn't go without one. I have them for the kids now as well, so the kids use them. Some of the kids' books are actually cheaper on Kindle versus paperback, so we always kind of go back and forth, but they also still prefer reading paperbacks, and I do think that's important for them. I think there's, something that happens with your brain when you read it on paper versus the Kindle, but I think the Kindle is a great option, and for me, it's a must-have. So if there's somebody you know who loves reading and doesn't have one yet or needs an upgrade, I always wait for the Amazon Prime sale in, I believe, was it July? So that's definitely when I will either be replacing mine, or if I can wait till next year, I will. But right now I'm to the point where I can get 1 to 2 books done before I have to charge. So yeah, it's kind of time for a new one. And then I want to share some of my favorite sandals. So this is the brand Beak. This is my newest pair, and I'm like a 7.5 in shoes, but I always size up a half size to an 8 in their sandals, but in their like boots and so forth for winter, I do not. So just something to note there. It's probably like my feet swelling or something, but anyway, they just started introducing heels in their collections, and I love these for dresses, but this is probably my most worn pair. This is the Cle de Peau sandal. They're just so comfortable. And they also have some like Puffbird series, which have very cushiony foam. These are expensive, so I always buy them on sale. You can either get sometimes at Anthropologie, because they also carry some of their shoes. You can get them on sale for like a really great price. My size is always sold out, but if you've got some of those less common shoe sizes, you can get some good deals there. But Beak also runs some deals, and they have a pretty good loyalty program. So that's how I purchased mine. And I have to say, they're just so comfortable. And my mom has had so many foot issues over the years. She's had surgeries and so forth. And I'm really trying to prevent that from happening to me. But I have some of her same issues, like it's structural. Plus I have those little like bunionettes. And what I love about these is none of the shoes that I purchased from them have any issues with rubbing or any issues with any of that. How sometimes, just the where the band is, it can cause discomfort or rubbing and so forth. I haven't had that problem with Beak. So they are my go-to. And for me, they are totally worth it versus me buying tons and tons of inexpensive sandals that end up not working out. So now I'm just like, I'd rather have just a few good pairs of those. And they have some that are so comfortable. You can get some with like more arch support, some without. Really depends what you're looking for. So I have quite a collection at this time. The next thing I want to bring up is a body care set. And this is from Nara. And I have to say, I love this. This is actually something that I'm purchasing and giving to friends of mine who are in need of some self-care. So I would recommend purchasing the whole set, but you can buy things individually. And there are 2 options. There's one with the scent or there's fragrance free. And I have fragrance free. This was originally given to me in PR. And again, this is so good that I'm sharing it with others and giving these as gifts to friends of mine. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath because I've been running up and down between all the different floors gathering these things. And I film the attic space. So I've been going back and forth because I inevitably forget something. But let me show you what comes in the set. So the set retails for $145 US. And we have 2 little like exfoliating mitts. So this light one is going to be your softer exfoliation. And if you want heavy duty exfoliation, go with the black. So then we have this. This is my favorite product. This is the Body Pre-Exfoliating Foam. And even when I got this, I was using this incorrectly. And it still worked. So when I first got it, I put it on my dry skin before I got in the shower. I left it on for a couple of minutes and then I rinsed it off. And, I had some exfoliating and it really helped with some of my dry patches. But the correct way to do this is to first, kind of get your body wet, put that foam on, leave it on for about 10 seconds or so, and then go in with a glove. And I have a little clip here. You can see all of the skin coming off and your skin then feels like, newborn baby skin. It's incredibly soft. So I'm just like so impressed with that. I personally prefer the black exfoliating glove, but in certain areas, you definitely want to go with lighter pressure, and it's just fantastic. So I think the pre-exfoliating foam is kind of the must-have. So if you didn't want to purchase a set, I would definitely recommend getting this. This would definitely be the hero product in my opinion. After that, you rinse that off, and then you go in with the body wash. It's a very nice body wash. And then you can use this the rest of the week. So the exfoliating part, you only want to do once or twice a week, not like every day. You shouldn't have that much dead skin. So anyway, it's just incredible. If you get like the keratosis pilaris on your arms or anything like that, it takes care of that. I get like rough skin around my knees from being on the floor so frequently, and that gets rid of it. Like I had this dry patch under my knee that was there since my kids were like born, basically, because I was like on my hands and knees so much playing with them. And at that time we had a few dogs as well. It would just never go away. I'd get rid of it, and then it would come back, like just a few days later. It was never officially gone until I started using this. It has not come back. And I got this in December, so it's now been several months. I don't use it every week, but it's just amazing. So there's that. And then after you dry off, there is a dry body oil. And this is a really nice body oil. Now somebody, one of my viewers here, thank you. I can't remember your name at the top of my head, but somebody also recommended the Monastery dry body oil. That's another great option. They are fairly similar. I love how this is fragrance free. So I have to say this whole set I just think is fantastic. So I would highly, highly recommend it. It's definitely something that is going to stay in my routine regularly. All right, and a few more things. For those who love jewelry, I've really been loving the Soru brand. So I've placed a few orders myself. They originally gifted me these earrings and a gold necklace, like a gold chunky chain necklace. So these I think are gorgeous. I get compliments every time I wear them. They're gold plated. And so I've then placed a few orders myself. I bought way too much. But if you like really more like unique jewelry, they've got some huge statement pieces as well. They also have like charm necklaces, not like the type where you put like a zillion charms on them, but where you change this charm, and they've got like different chains for that. So I have that as well with a couple of different charms. I really love them. So I've been really interested in those. I think they make great gifts. So that's another suggestion. And so for the simple things, I tend to go for quince. So quince is kind of like my jewelry, if you're looking for more of that like daintier jewelry and so forth. And my eldest daughter, she loves a very tiny dainty jewelry. And this is where, she actually saves up her allowance money, and she bought some hoops just like these. But they have some things that are more expensive, but they also have things that really aren't. I think these were like $40 or $50. And, they've got pure gold, they've got gold plated, they've got silver. So you've got different options and different levels there. And I just think they're a great source for, more of the daintier styles. So those are the two brands I've been wearing a lot. And of course, I always mention the Alexis Bitar, which I know I shouldn't put the emphasis there, but I do. And anyway, I still love their jewelry as well. Their just newest collection hasn't been anything for me. So I've really been focusing on these brands recently. Now, moving on, I wanted to share one device that I've been using a lot. So this is the Current Body eye mask one. And you put this on, and there's a little button here on the side, and this is your like LED mask for the eye area. And it goes on for 3 minutes, and then it will automatically shut off. But I love this one because I can do it while I'm brushing my teeth. So it's like the perfect timing. And so I tend to use this more frequently than like the full face masks or anything like that, just because it's so easy to use. And so I actually just leave it on the side of my sink on top of my tissue box, and I put it on when I'm brushing my teeth at night, and 3 minutes, and then I take it off and I continue with my skincare. So this is the LED Eye Perfector from Current Body. I love this thing. So definitely highly recommend this one. And this one was gifted originally. while we're talking about shower stuff, I wanted to present this. This is from Hanni. It's called the Splash Salve. And a friend of mine was just telling me that Lush, I guess, has the same type of product called body conditioner. But Jen from Just Glow Firefly recommended this to me, and I picked this up during the Sephora sale. Now, I have to say this is already my second one because my daughter, who has eczema, stole this because it has been helping her eczema so much, and she hates putting on body lotion, especially when the weather gets warmer and it kind of gets that like melty feeling. So this is a brand new one here, but it does come in a tin. The texture is kind of like coconut oil. And basically what you do is you shower, and then before you dry off from the shower, you put this on your body, you kind of rub it in, really focus on like the rough areas or anywhere you need more moisture. So for my daughter with the eczema, it's like the areas like behind her knees and elbows and things like that. So you put that on and then you just rinse off. You don't have to rub it off or anything. You just take the water, spray it off, and then you pat dry. And it basically is a moisturizer. So, but you don't have any greasy feeling. Doesn't feel like you have lotion on. You don't have that. Like, I hate putting lotion on and then putting clothes on top. Like, that kind of, how it kind of gets stuck a little, that drives me nuts. You don't have that issue with this. So this is fantastic. So again, my daughter stole my first tub. So it's the second one already, and the Sephora sale just happened. All right, and last up, I know I've brought this up before, but this is a candle warmer. I'll leave the link to this one down below. I bought this one on Amazon. There are so many different ones that you can buy. I like this one because of the marble base. And you can see that we have a dial here where you can actually turn it on to leave it on, or you can have it set, have automatic shut off after 1 hour, 2 hours, or 4 hours. Then you have a dial to dim it. So this is actually an LED light bulb in here, and that will melt your candle. And yeah, then basically you get all of your candle fragrance. You're not burning anything, so you don't have to worry about open flames. And your candle stays in perfect shape. So it lasts longer than burning it. Eventually, after using the candle that way for a long time, you need to they actually recommend stirring it while it's wet to kind of reactivate some of the oils. But I want to share some of my favorite candles. This is the new one from Nest, one of the new ones. This is the Indian Jasmine. And I bought the big size of this, but I thought it was just such a pretty pattern here. So I wanted to get this one to kind of have like on display downstairs, and it smells so good. So I've actually burned this on the candle warmer, and you can see it looks like I've never used it. That's how nice that camera warmer is. So when I'm not using it, I keep it back in my box. But I just think this is such a nice, light, fresh jasmine fragrance. So if you like that scent, this is a good one. And the fact that it has kind of that hand-painted glass appearance, I think that makes it a really, more special than just a regular candle. But there's another one I really like from Nest that just came out as well. So this one I picked up during the Sephora sale. And this is the Yuzu and Neroli scented candle. And you can see I bought more of the standard size here. Again, I've been burning this frequently. And look, it just looks like I just took it out of the box. But this has more of your lemon citrus scent with a little bit of butter to it, in my opinion. But I love it. I love the yellow there as well. So those are kind of the two that I have displayed downstairs. And I actually keep a candle warmer in my bedroom as well. So when I want to relax at night, maybe if I have time to read a book or I'm doing my editing, I'll turn on the candle warmer, and, I keep more relaxing scents there usually. So yeah, those are just some of my favorites. And the last thing I want to share is actually a bag. So this is from Mulberry. I really love Mulberry handbags, the Alexa and so forth, because they're very well made, but they are not, incredibly expensive. So to me, I still think they are expensive, but they're nothing like a Chanel bag, right? So you get great quality though. And I wanted to share that you can get some great bags from the outlet. So Mulberry, there's one in like Woodbury Commons and so forth, and I've been there before, but I didn't even realize they have the outlets online as well. So the premium outlets, you can shop online through the outlets. And this is one of the things I've actually purchased from the outlets. And it doesn't ship from the outlets. It actually ships mine at least, shipped directly from Mulberry. And yeah, you know, I love it. So this is the iris top handle, and they have a whole bunch of different styles, but you can see we've got kind of this woven handle here. We also have a strap. You can detach that. There's a magnet, and then there's everything in here. So I know people are always interested what's in somebody's handbag, so I'll just show you. I have this Strathberry wallet. I picked this up during the Black Friday sale. I have to say, I do really like this wallet. It has, you know, just kind of a little flip closure here. You have a change purse. You've got space for your credit cards and also like dollar bills and so forth. So I have this. And I have to say, my handbag is not interesting. I don't have much in there. I just recently switched over to this bag. So I've got a couple of packs of tissues. I keep Band-Aids in there, Purell. Those are all things for the kids. I also have this little bag from Eddie Bauer. And in case I forget my reusable bags when shopping, this just folds out into a little bag. And then you can just fold it back up into the pocket. So I keep this in there as well. And then I have, card key and a few lip products and nail clippers. So, because you never know when you're going to get a hangnail or something will happen with the kids, you need to cut something. So right now I have the Soleil Toujours. This is their SPF lip balm. And then I have a Jones Road lip tint in nude mauve. And let me just go ahead and swatch that. So that's this one here. And then I typically also have the Guerlain Lavender Glow lip balm in there as well. But I actually put that on my desk right now because I was using it the other day. So that's everything I have in my bag right now. And then I keep my Kindle in it whenever I'm walking out the door as well. And often dog poop bags. So that's everything. So I hope this has been helpful. Let me know if you guys have any great gift suggestions or anything. Please share them down below. But I just wanted to share some things that I love that I think make fantastic gifts. And thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you have a wonderful day.